Hi, my name is Tim. Welcome to the fourth topic in our Gentle Introduction to GIS series. In this topic, we will explore vector data capture. We will see how you can digitize your own point, polyline, and polygon features, and record attribute data for your newly captured features. Let's take a closer look. The first thing we will do is add some layers to our project so that we can have something to orientate ourselves with while we are working. To do this, we will use the Add Vector Layer option in the toolbar. Click on the icon, and in the file dialog that appears, move to your local directory, which is under C, Program Files, Quantum GIS, GIS Data, Local. Now you should see a list of vector layers. Click the 50K contours name and then click Open. The layer will be added to the map view. Now, repeat the process for the following layers: 50K roads, 50K rivers, 50K inland water, 50K. You should now have a nice looking collection of layers in the map view. We are going to make a new vector layer called My Trail. To do this, click on the new vector layer icon in the toolbar. Now choose Line for the type, next we will create some attributes which describe the line features that we are going to capture. For this exercise, we will be demarcating a hiking trail for tourists, so we will record 3 pieces of information for each trail. Firstly, we'll record the name, which will be a string of text which contains the name of each trail. Type name in the name field, and then set the type to string. Finally, click on the Add Attribute icon. Next, we're going to create a field called length. In the name box, type length, and then set the type to real. A real is another name for a decimal number, and that will describe how long each trail is. When you have typed in length in the name box and chosen real for the type, click on the Add Attribute icon. Next, we're going to create a field called difficulty, which will be an integer or whole number that describes how difficult the trail is. Type difficulty in the name field and then choose integer for the type field, and then click on the Add Attribute icon. Now we have defined 3 fields for our attribute table: name, length, and difficulty. Click OK now to move on to the next step. We need to give a file name that will be used to hold your new layer's data. Let's call it mytrails.shp. Now press Save. You will see your new layer has been added to the legend. You will notice also that nothing shows on the map canvas for this layer. That's because we have not created any features yet. Let's create one now. To do that, you need to enable editing first. Click on the My Trail layer to make sure that it is the active layer. Now click on the toggle editing icon in the toolbar. You will see some of the other tools on the toolbar now become active. Click on the Capture Line tool and then start drawing a line on the map to create your first hiking trail. You will notice that after you click once on the map, wherever you move the mouse, the line will follow. Each time you click, a new vertex will be added to your line. To finish your line, click with the right mouse button like this. A new dialog will appear. Can you see that it is asking us to fill in the field names that we defined earlier? Let's give our trail a name. We're going to call it the Klipspringer Trail. And a length, we'll say that it's 4 kilometers long. And a difficulty, which will be a rating from 1 to 5 of how hard it is to walk the trail. Since this is an easy trail, we will give it a rating of 2. Now click OK to add your attributes to the feature. Try to add a few more trails to create a nice hiking network for tourists. Now save your work by clicking on the toggle editing tool once again. Press save when QGIS asks if you want to save your work. Congratulations, you have just created your own vector layer. You can now use the skills you have learned in our previous tutorials to set the symbology of your trails based on their attributes. So there we go, a tourism map we can give out to visitors who want to go hiking in the area. That brings us to the end of this screencast. In our next screencast, we will take a look at raster data. See you next time.